Hey, it's your girl Be Real, and I thank you so much for joining me for another moment in the meantime. Today's moment in the meantime is actually a bit more special than all others because I get to talk to you about my latest book release, which is In the Meantime. Today is release day. Yay! Can't you tell I'm excited? Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited. Yeah, man. But today is release day for this book that I have been processed much harder to be able to not only write the book, but to actually live the book and just really become all that God wanted me to become through this entire process. So, yeah, man, today I just wanted to chat a little bit about the book itself. I want to let you know how you can get it and all of that good stuff. I'm just really excited. The process of In the Meantime. First of all, In the Meantime, basically our working definition for In the Meantime is just a space of time between where you are currently and where you hope to become. Just that space of time right in between there, just like in the meantime, from here to there, what's going on in the middle. Just that space of time between the prophecy and the manifestation of it, the space of time, between, like I said, here or there, and for me, the book started off being solely about singleness, just kind of the space of time that I've been in, like in the between time, just from when I have known that God has called me and chosen me to be a wife, and just what am I doing in the meantime until I actually become one. That was the initial purpose of the book. Over time, the book just began to develop into so many different things. And I'm really excited to see those different things be birthed. I'm excited to just kind of see what all of this becomes. But yeah, man, in the meantime, like I said, it has a life of its own. And so I'm just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, one project at a time. But so much is encompassed in the overall In the Meantime situation. Okay. So the book itself, it is an opportunity for me to share my heart, really dive into the past 2 years of my life. It covers just relocation. Of course, I lived in Arkansas all of my life until August of 2017. And so just from August 4th, that's when I moved, August 4th, 2017, until this moment, the book is chronicling just everything in the meantime. And so that is, of course, like I said, it's covering relocation, it's covering fears, it's covering financial struggles, it's covering making new friends, it's covering relationships gone bad, it's covering the redemption of the same said relationship. It is covering just me ultimately becoming whole. I think for a really long time I honestly can say that I idolized the thought of becoming married. I did think that it would be the end all to all things. Like, I just thought that was God's plan for my life. And because God had called me to be a wife, and because he, had promised me a husband, I got to a point where I believed that that was the promise for my life. And while it's while it's a part of the promise, the past 2 years have really taught me that, it's not the full promise. And so just like really working through those things and having to unlearn a lot of principles that have been taught to me over the years. The past 2 years have just really, really, really developed me. And so I am fortunate enough, blessed enough to be able to share the lessons and all of that just in this book. And I'm really excited about it. I get to, like, in this book, I'm saying some things that I would have ordinarily not wanted to say, because it's a little, like, you know, how when it's just like, what's funny about the book, God made me rewrite the book literally 3 times, guys. When I say 3 times, I really mean I rewrote this book 3 times until it was at a point where I was writing it from like a healed place, not a place where I was still kind of lashing out at people, or, just, how you low-key throw shots when you're trying to, like, get your point across. But God, he literally just kept shutting it down until my heart was completely pure to really speak on certain things. But I was, writing this book was weird. It was, I don't know. It was much easier for me to just share it like within my immediate circle of, people, like my squad. But once I began to have to just kind of share it outside of that, it's just like, dang, my principles, my ideals, my thought process when it comes to just being a woman in the 21st century, and when it comes to singleness and dating and all of that while being a Christian. Like, a lot of my ideals and a lot of my thoughts and a lot of my methods, a lot of everything is just completely different from what I've been taught. What I had to do was really take my ear away from people and give my ear fully to the Father. And that was actually pretty hard. You would think it's easy. You would think, like, like, duh, like, who listens to people? But really, it was hard, because the people that he snatched my ear away from were people that I thought, were, and not that they're not good people, but just he took my ear away from trusted people, trusted confidants. That is the word confidence or confidence. Okay, anyway, if it's wrong, whatever. But yeah, like, he just took my ear from like people who, had my ear for quite some time. And God was just like, hey, for this season right here, I want to talk to you only because I'm going to tell you some things that are a bit different than what you've been hearing. And yeah, and so I had a choice, and it was a rough choice, but I had a choice. All right, am I going to listen to all I've known for years, or am I going to listen to what God is telling me? And that's what the past 2 years of my life has consisted of. And so it's ultimately what I have shared in this book in the meantime. So I'm really excited about it. I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I was a little nervous. Anytime you are putting out your heart, anytime you are, just letting people see your art and your craft and all that, it can be a little, nerve-wracking. But I would always want you to know that I've been as real as possible with you. And so I want to be real and like say, like, nah, I'm legit nervous. Like, I'm legit, like, just nervous about it. And it's not that I'm just nervous because it's my heart. It's like my whole heart. And it's some truths in there that I, like, off the rip, soon as the book begins, like, I'm just kind of telling a few truths of mine that it's just like, dang, my mama gotta read this book. And it's nothing too bad, but it's just like at the same time, just stuff, but it gets the point across. And I know that it's the heart of the Father, for me to share the things that I have shared. There are a lot of things I didn't get to share that I wanted to share, but God was like, no, it's not time for that. So just like, I believe that this project has really been like the biggest test of my obedience to the Father. And so I would never just get on here for an episode and talk just about me and not try to give you something that will help you in your daily life. But so I want you to know, and I want you to really just kind of see by me releasing this book, that whatever it is that God is calling you to do and whatever He is challenging you to do, you should really, really do it. And I'm not saying that as a person who is doing something that's not scary. I'm saying that as a person who has just released a book that it's nerve-wracking that people are going to read my life. It's nerve-wracking. And by my life, I don't know. I can't really explain it because it's not like me giving like a count of like, oh, and on Monday I did this and on Tuesday I did this. But it's more so just really explaining like my heart behind things, And so for me, that's very scary, but God said do it, so I had to. So my encouragement to you today on this fine Monday is that if God is telling you to do something, do it. Even if you're afraid, do it. Even if you're nervous, do it. Even if you're a bit unsure, do it. There is something always on the other side of your obedience to the Father. And it may not necessarily be something tangible. It may not be materialistic, but just the sheer joy of knowing that you have been obedient to the Father should be enough, So just whatever it is that you may be afraid to do, like just take it from me and just like look at a person who I don't have 1 million followers and I don't have best-selling books yet. I'm literally just like you, just obeying the Father day by day. You know what I'm saying? So if I can do it with my normal self, surely you can too, right? So that's just my heart today. I just wanted to share that. My tongue just did something really weird, but throughout the week I will kind of dive into some specific principles of In the Meantime, and we can just chat about those things. But I'm really excited. The way you can order the book, it is on Amazon.com. And I'm sure we all got Amazon, right? Like Prime, all that good stuff. But it's on Amazon. You can order it on your Kindle for $2.99, or you can purchase a paperback copy for $20. And I really do believe that every word is worth every cent you will spend on this book. If you want a signed copy directly from me, then I'll just need you to email me at realtalktoday.chats@gmail.com. Give me your name. Let me know how many copies you want, and I'll get back to you on that. But that's really all it is today, guys. It's In the Meantime release day, and your girl is lit, okay? So, oh, of course, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that now at B.REEL. If you put REAL, you won't find me there. So follow me now, and just know that in the meantime, you are loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough. And I do think you're kind of dope. So that's just what it is. And I will be chatting with you guys this weekend. Man, it's release day. What's up? What y'all got? Bye.